Kelly? I was dreaming about omelets. Make mine au fineur, s'il vous plaît. My goodness, you're up awfully early. This is a sign someone's in a good mood. Go on, tell me. Is Joe back in your life? What did he say when you told him that you were still in love with him?
Kelly's in love? God help her. You're engaged?
Yep.
Well, that's great. Who is she?
She is the most amazing woman. Her name is Aubrey. We met in Spain.
Spain? What, during your last trip?
Yeah.
But that was like, what, a month ago?
Something like that.
Wow, that's impulsive.
You surprised?
I guess. I don't know. Usually there's a reason that people wait before they get married. Actually, sometimes more than one reason.
Yeah. Did Mom and Dad tell you to say that?
No, why? Are they giving you a hard time?
Understatement. It seems like the only one who's 100% supportive of Aubrey and me is Kelly.
I think I should talk to Dorian alone.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll go back to bed.
No, you will not. Cramer women do not keep secrets from each other. Besides which, Blair could use a nice, healthy dose of your hope and optimism sur le sujet d'amour.
Whatever she said. Well, I can just say that my last stroll down Lover's Lane ended in roadkill.
Pay no attention to her.
No, I mean that. I'm serious here. Kelly, if you feel that you have the need to give me a dose of your hope and optimism, you bring it on.
What? Kelly and Aubrey were on the flight together from London. That's how they met. They didn't realize they both knew me until last night.
What? Some coincidence.
Which totally worked out. Kelly loves Aubrey. At least she's happy for me.
Joey, I'm sorry. I'm just surprised, you know? Usually you tell me about this stuff. Well, last I heard, you just were going on one bad date after another, after another, after another.
You have no idea.
And then you went away on this trip, and that's the last I heard anything.
And I should tell you something. I mean, I have been wrapped up with this with Aubrey day and night.
Oh, it sounds like mostly at night.
Oh, no, it's more than that. I mean, Aubrey and I have nearly spent every minute together since we've met.
So tell me all about her.
Oh, she's funny, sexy, smart, independent, unpredictable, a little mysterious. You know, we both have given up on trying to find the one. But she's learned as much from her past mistakes as I have.
Blair, do I need to point out that Joe is certainly no emo?
Joe? You mean Joey Buchanan?
Your cousin realized that the reason that her relationships have been so troubled is because she never really stopped loving Joe.
Seriously?
Absolutely. So she went over to the palace yesterday to tell him exactly that.
Oh, do tell.
Yes, indeed. Tell us what happened, sweetheart. Enlighten us. What did Joe say when you confessed to him your true feelings?
He proposed.
Oh, my darling, give me a hug, give me a hug. When's the wedding? Oh. Oh, this is so wonderful. I can't wait. I knew it. I am always right about things like
Dorian,
this.
now,
Always. So, Joe was thrilled, right? When you confessed to him that you still love him the way that he loves you.
That isn't exactly how it happened.
Let her tell the story.
Why don't you say something to your cousin?
Congratulations.
Best wishes.
Best wishes, Kelly. You have landed the love of your life. Your first love, actually. I got a murderer with 3 aliases. Yeah. Married women, rich women, that made them disappear.
Kelly had to kiss a few frogs.
Did Kelly's men ever, her toads, ever try to lure her to her own death?
You know what, Blair?
What?
The one thing all of your failed relationships have in common It's you.
Okay, that's it. Why can't we just be happy for Kelly?
I would be happy for Kelly, but she's miserable. Look at her.
She is not miserable. She
is
most
not.
certainly is not miserable. She's just...
Miserable.
Honey, you are way over the top with what you think. Honey, what's wrong?
Joey didn't propose to me. He proposed to someone else.
There will always be a special place in my heart for Kelly, but things between us have been over for a long time.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Jess.
Kelly has been such a good friend to me, you know? After all the fallout from last year, I spent last spring thinking that I was still in high school.
Oh, I know. I'm so sorry I wasn't here for you then.
Joey, there was nothing that you could have done. I was really confused, you know? And to top it all off, some guy took advantage of me.
Yeah. I heard a little about him.
Yeah, his name's Robert Ford. And you know, Kelly was the only one that I could talk to about it, and she really stuck by me.
I hope I never meet this jerk. Although, actually, a part of me really hopes that I do.
Oh no, forget about it. It's just not worth it. Not anymore, anyway. For a while, I thought that he might be my baby's father.
And I know you're going to love Aubrey, even though she's not Kelly.
I am sorry that I asked you about your feelings for Kelly. It's just, you know, I've always secretly kind of wanted her to be my sister-in-law again.
Well, guess what? She's going to be.
So I did go to the palace to tell Joey how I feel about him, and right when I was about to spill my guts, I saw a ring box on the table, and like an idiot, I thought it was for me.
But it wasn't.
No, it wasn't, Blair, as Joey was so quick to point out.
Oh.
And the worst part was, it turns out his fiance is someone I really like.
Wait, I thought Joe was single.
Nobody knew about Aubrey.
But listen, consider yourself lucky. At least you didn't, like, blurt out your feelings and completely humiliate yourself. Did you?
Well,
You didn't.
I started to. But then I changed my mind. Except I backed myself into a corner by admitting how much I was still in love with my ex-husband.
You didn't.
I did. At that point, there was really only one way to get out of it.
Kevin and Kelly are getting married again?
I know. I was surprised, too.
But are you sure? Because she never mentioned anything to me.
What happened a few days ago? Kelly flew back to London, and they worked everything out. But they are keeping it quiet.
Really? Why?
Kelly, honey, how can you be sure that Kevin won't tell Joe the truth?
He won't.
You thought this was a good idea?
Well, excuse me for having only a limited number of failed marriages to choose from, not the 17 the two of you have racked up.
17? We have not been married 17 times.
I think she's counting the annulments.
Well, yours, not mine.
How can you be certain that Kevin won't tell Joe the truth?
Because I talked to him, he promised not to breathe a word.
All right, Kevin's not going to tell his own brother what's going on. I mean, you thought Eli and Ross, they were as thick as thieves.
Eli killed his own brother. Kevin isn't Eli.
All right, Kevin. Kevin, we forgot that he is such a paragon of virtue and truth, except for the time that he slept with me when he was actually married to you.
Yeah, well, you really didn't resist that, did you?
I guess I just didn't possess all your hope and optimism at the
I
time.
guess.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Kelly, I saw for myself how deep your feelings for Joe are.
It doesn't matter. He's happy.
But don't you think he has a right to know how you feel?
Kelly wasn't really clear as to why she and Kevin are keeping their engagement a secret.
Well, maybe she just doesn't want to jinx it.
Maybe. Whatever the reason, I have to respect it.
Doing a heck of a job so far, Joe.
Okay, starting now. Okay, we cannot tell anyone else, and we cannot let Kevin know we know.
Okay, Joey, but I am not really wild about secrets. They've never done me any good.
Dorian, the last thing Joey wants or needs is to hear that I love him.
How do you know?
Something about seeing him ask another woman to marry him.
You know, perhaps if you had told him your true feelings sooner, he never, ever would have asked this Aubrey person to marry him.
Well, the thing is, I promised this Aubrey person that I would keep my feelings to myself.
Oh, so what? You owe her nothing.
I gave her my word.
Like that's ever stopped you before?
Blair,
What?
Kelly, listen to me. Your cousin, however rude she may be, she does have a point. Please, tell Joe how you feel. And that way, at least you'll have the peace of mind of knowing that you did everything you could to be with the man you love.
Love? Love? Are you kidding me? That is a invented word for people who want to sell greeting cards.
Blair!
Okay, Kelly, get your heart stomped on. Again.
Honey, listen to me. Do this. Tell Joe how you feel before it goes any farther with this fiancé of his. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
This is Aubrey.
Wow. Well, I can see why you fell for her.
Yeah, me too.
So when are you two getting married? Brody and I have dibs on February.
February. Oh. Aubrey and I will be back from our honeymoon by then.
Wow, you're getting married that soon?
What can I say? I love her. Why are you two waiting so long?
Oh, gee, I wonder.
Oh, yeah. Right. Well, with Brody and you as parents, that is going to be one great kid.
So I guess it doesn't really matter if you do have unresolved feelings for Kelly because she's marrying our brother.
Well, I'm marrying Aubrey.
Ah!
What?
You didn't deny that you have unresolved feelings for Kelly.
Aren't you supposed to be resting?
Okay, I get it. You have unresolved feelings for Kelly, you just don't want to talk about it.
Jessica!
I'm going.
Kelly! What brings you here?
I cannot believe you, Dorian.
What? That I still will advocate for la grande amour?
That you sent Kelly down the gangplank. Haven't you learned one thing from all your David disasters?
Yes, I've learned David is a louse, but not all men are.
Really? Then why aren't you out looking for your own passionate affair?
Because nobody has shown up that remotely interests me.
That is so... You're so full of it. You're afraid. That's why you're sending Kelly out to battle for you. But you know what? If that's what you want to do, if you want to see her be heartbroken, if you want to see her live this sad, lonely, tragic life, don't let me stop you.
You know something? I think you're right.
I am? Well,
Yes.
Well, I know that I am, but I've never... I wasn't expecting you to agree with me.
Yeah, I do. I do. I think you're right.
Wow.
I am afraid of allowing myself to ever love again, and that's why, I want Kelly to be the courageous and strong-willed young woman that she has always been.
Please.
Scoff if you like, but Kelly's courage really does encourage me to believe that someday I will get over my fear and love again. But you, my darling Blair, unless you get over this Eli thing, you will never, ever truly trust or love anyone again. And that, my darling, would be a real tragedy.